Assurance is not to be obtained so much by self-examination as by action. Resolution 1, I will live for God. Resolution 2, if no one else does, I still will. How can you expect to dwell with God forever if you so neglect and forsake Him here? Greatest concern is not for your health or temporal welfare, but for the good of your soul. Though the harder the heart is, the more dead is it in sin, and the more unable to exert good affections and acts. Resolved never to do anything which I should be afraid to do, if it were the last hour of my life. For man never in any instance wills anything contrary to his desires, or desires anything contrary to his will. For the very notion of the hardness of heart implies moral inability. That the will is always determined by the strongest motive. Resolved that I will live so, as I shall wish I had done, when I come to die. Nothing is more certain than that there must be an unmade and unlimited being. He that sees the beauty of holiness, or true moral good, sees the greatest and most important thing in the world. Resolved to live with all my might, while I do live, and as I shall wish I had done, 10,000 years hence. To mark all that I say in conversation, merely to beget in others a good opinion of myself, and examine it. The beauty of the world consists wholly of sweet mutual consents, either within itself, or with the Supreme Being. You contribute nothing to your salvation, except the sin that made it necessary. Nothing sets a Christian so much out of the devil's reach than humility. To go to heaven, fully to enjoy God, is infinitely better than the most pleasant accommodations here. When God is about to do a mighty new thing, He always sets His people praying. All earthly desires are but streams, but God is the ocean. God is the highest good of the reasonable creature. Oh, 1 hour with God infinitely exceeds all the pleasures and delights of this lower world. Oh, that God would purge away my dross, and take away my sin, and refine me 7 times. The good Lord grant that false religion may cease, and true religion prevail through the earth. We ought not to limit God where He has not limited Himself. Nothing grieves me so much as that I cannot live constantly to God's glory. Prayer is as natural an expression of faith as breathing is to life. Nature is God's greatest evangelist. Godliness is more easily feigned in words than in actions. Faith abases men and exalts God. It gives all the glory of redemption to God alone. When indeed it is in God we live, and move, and have our being. We cannot draw a breath without His help. Unconverted men walk over the pit of hell on a rotten covering. You have reason to wonder that you are not already in hell. It is for God, when He pleases, to cast His enemies down to hell. There is nothing that keeps wicked men at any one moment out of hell but the mere pleasure of God. The devil stands waiting for them, like greedy hungry lions, that see their prey, and expect to have it. Resolved, when I feel pain, to think of the pains of martyrdom, and of hell. No degree of speculative knowledge of religion is any certain sign of true piety. The smallest sin is an act of cosmic treason against a holy God. Lord, stamp eternity on my eyeballs. He whose heart is fixed, trusting in Christ, need not be afraid. If you long to be more like Christ, then act like him, and walk as he walked. The foundation of the Christian's peace is everlasting. It is what no time, no change can destroy. I think Christ has recommended rising early in the morning, by his rising from the grave very early. The present state is short and transitory, but our state in the other world is everlasting. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the video, you might want to subscribe to our channel. Don't miss to watch our next video. Thanks for watching.